4 hours of trying to rescue a newborn little girl trapped inside a storm drain. It has been a long process for the rescue team this morning. From as early as 4 o'clock, they've been trying to save this little girl, and eventually, just moments ago, they managed to save her, quite still alive and kicking. And the entire community of Newlands was celebrating, saying that finally, at least she's been found alive. They're thanking her for staying on and keeping strong until she was finally rescued. It was a lot of work, of course, for the rescue team, the rescue squad, which was a combination of KwaZulu-Natal EMS, SABC, Metro. I even saw Etegoli municipality personnel here. They were all gathered in scores to make sure that they saved this little girl from this drain. But for further more detail, I have with me spokesperson for KZN EMS, Rob McKenzie. Rob, a very good morning, one can say now officially.
Yeah, most definitely a good outcome from this rescue. And everyone's very happy that this little girl has been rescued, which is actually very surprising considering the circumstances.
Yeah, take me through from the early hours of this morning when you heard the news. What exactly transpired until a point where we finally saw you guys managing to save her and finding her still alive?
Well, I believe that in the early hours this morning, somebody walking past heard her crying inside the drain and called emergency services. Emergency services have been at the scene since before sunup, trying to rescue this little girl. It is very hot. It's about 30 degrees with high humidity, so it's very hot. The rescuers have been working very hard in this heat to rescue her. The stormwater there was rain last night, and it's believed that the water did push her further down the pipe. She got rescued about 10 meters further down from where the stormwater drain meets the road. Rescuers could see her from the manhole down the pipe. The pipe is about 30 centimeters in diameter. They had to estimate the distance, go and dig it. This is actually a private property. They had to dig in the backyard here. They dug about a meter deep to get to the pipe. They then shored the hole to make sure it didn't collapse in on itself, and they used a hammer and chisel to chisel into the pipe. Still, they found they were too short, and they had to make a plan to get about 1.5 meters further down. They used a pole with a noose on to grab her and pull her up further. As she came out, we could hear her crying inside the pipe, which was good. Babies crying are good, so we managed to get her out.
I understand, like you were explaining just now, from what I see, perhaps we can show our viewers from what we are talking about, that main hole, that is where the storm drain is, that is where the little girl was saved, rather. I'm losing words. I think it's because of all that's been happening, and the heat as well, like you were explaining, as to how she managed to keep on crying until you guys managed to save her. I saw that there was quite a number of people surrounding this particular rescue. Tell me about the importance of having such a multifaceted rescue team.
Yeah, we always say when it comes to rescue, there's no I in rescue. It's a team, definitely a team effort, and everybody pulled together and to help save this little girl. There were paramedics and rescuers from all the relevant services at scene. Even the municipality and the stormwater department were on scene. They even bought a TLB just in case. But everyone managed to work together. As we managed to get her out, she was crying, screaming, seeing the bright light. Immediately we started to check her up, got her on some oxygen, checking that she's okay, and we've since airlifted her to hospital with our helicopter.
Perhaps have you managed to get any information as to who does she belong to? Who is her mother?
At this stage, it's mere speculation. We don't have any information, and the police have opened a docket, and this is obviously now going to be subject to a police investigation.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
There was, of course, Rob McKenzie, spokesperson for KZN EMS. He was just taking us through of their rescue process this morning, making sure that they managed to save the little girl alive. And of course, the moment they took her out of that hole, everyone who was surrounding the scene, including community members and the team itself, were celebrating, clapping hands, rejoiceful. But at the same time, some community members were quite angered, questioning as to whoever the mother is, why did she do this? Why couldn't she give the baby to the police? Why couldn't she give the baby to some of the community members? Because at this point, this community around Newlands East is quite close-knit, and everyone seems to know everyone from what they say, and all the houses are closer to each other. Why would she do this? Why couldn't she just give the baby to someone? Like Rob McKenzie has just said, this continues to be a crime scene, as the police are going to continue to investigate and eventually find out who the mother of the baby was. And in the meantime, she's being kept alive and healthy at hospital.